I am so excited to be here to share my story because I think that it's so important for people with disabilities to share their story and be out there in the world to let everyone know that we're here and we're here to stay. I was born 3 months early, and there were complications at the time of my birth due to the fact that I was not born in a hospital. I was born at home, which resulted in trauma and a lack of oxygen to my brain, and that is why I have cerebral palsy. At 2.5, I was diagnosed with mild spastic quadriplegic CP. Living with mild cerebral palsy means that I live between two worlds. I live between the disabled world and the non-disabled world. Sometimes it can be tough to figure out exactly where I belong. As a kid, I was told that I didn't really fit with kids with disabilities. But I also didn't fit with the, in quote, regular kids either. So it led me to wonder where I really belonged. And actually, I went to a very small district, so there weren't many other people with physical disabilities. From the time I came back to public school, I didn't have any more contact with kids with disabilities. It seemed to me at times that that part of my life was over, that I was a regular kid now, whatever that meant. Having a mild disability means that my functional ability is better than some people. But I think also people forget, including myself at times, that it does take a lot of energy and time for me to be able to walk and talk and do what I need to do on a regular basis. And I graduated in the 80s. There wasn't so much awareness about inclusion as there is today. I knew after high school that I wanted to go to college, just like my non-disabled peers, so I set out. That was my mission, to earn the right to go, and I did. I was fortunate. I went to Dowling College because they were one of the few schools that had a program for the physically disabled. I received my bachelor's there. I learned in college how to advocate for myself and be my own advocate, because I learned pretty early on that if I wasn't going to advocate for myself, no one else was going to do it for me. Not having resources and not having support has meant in many ways that I had to figure it out on my own. When I went to college, I did not know that I could receive financial help. And I didn't know all of my rights and all of my law, all the laws. I went to graduate school, and I looked into getting help and support with my graduate education from Access VR. And I was told that they weren't going to pay for it. That I didn't need to go to graduate school right away from college. And they were right, I didn't. But I wanted to pursue social work. So To work in social work and to be a therapist, you need a master's. So I can clearly remember saying, okay, I'll find a way to go. And I did. As an adult and growing up, the focus was all on, okay, you need to adapt. You need to figure this out. I'm not meaning to say that I didn't have help, that there weren't good people in my life, but there wasn't an abundance of help. I wasn't really perceived as being truly disabled. I was on the fringe, and I clearly knew it. I really wish other people can know about resources, and to know that everyone with a disability has their own challenges. And I want to shout from the rooftops, what is available and what I found out later in life. So I see firsthand as a therapist what kids go through. And it's still very challenging. Inclusion is really important. And for me, what inclusion means is being seen, heard, valued, and included. I want people to understand that all people with disability should have a great deal of help and support. And I know that living with a disability is hard no matter what. I've been really fortunate. Growing up, I had incredible support from my mother. She was a driving force in my life, and she never let me feel sorry for myself. She had a motto that dream big, work hard, and achieve always.